MMA, which stands for Mixed Martial Arts, is one of the most complete forms of hand-to-hand fighting ever developed. It combines techniques from boxing, Muay Thai, wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and many other martial arts. But MMA didn't appear overnight. The first UFC event was held in 1993 to answer a simple question. Which martial art is the most effective in a real fight? Back then there were very few rules. There were no weight classes, no gloves, no rounds, and far fewer safety regulations than today. Fighters usually represented a single discipline: boxing, wrestling, karate, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and others. What people quickly discovered was that no single style had all the answers. A great boxer could struggle against an elite wrestler. A wrestler could struggle against someone who kept the fight standing. Every style had strengths, and every style had weaknesses. That realization changed combat sports forever. Instead of specializing in just one martial art, fighters began training every aspect of fighting: striking, clinching, wrestling, takedowns, ground control, submissions, and defense. That's how modern MMA was born. Today, fighters like Khabib Nurmagomedov, Conor McGregor, Jon Jones, Islam Makhachev, and Ilia Topuria have become household names. In my view, these athletes represent the highest level of unarmed combat. They're not just boxers, wrestlers, or kickboxers. They're trained to fight in every range, making them some of the most complete combat athletes in history. MMA is also one of the toughest sports on earth. Fighters spend years mastering multiple disciplines while putting their bodies through immense punishment. Broken bones, torn ligaments, cuts, concussions, and long-term injuries are all part of the sport. To understand this, just look at Ilia Topuria's last fight. Pretty bad, don't you think? Another important part of MMA is the mental side of the sport. Fighters must stay calm under pressure, make decisions in seconds, and adapt when their original plan fails. The best fighters are not only physically gifted, they are disciplined, strategic, and constantly learning. This combination of skill, toughness, and intelligence is what makes MMA unique. Whether MMA is the hardest sport now, that is a matter of opinion. Boxing, wrestling, gymnastics, ice hockey, and several other sports are also frequently ranked among the world's toughest or world's hardest sports. But there's a strong argument that MMA belongs in that conversation, because it demands elite skill in so many different areas at once. Anyway, as MMA continues to grow around the world, I believe more people will recognize its value, not just as a sport, but as one of the most practical forms of self-defense ever created. That was MMA in about 3 minutes. If you enjoyed it, subscribe, leave a like, and let me know in the comments what sport you want me to cover next.